Hey everyone, welcome to our video series, Canal Days, and thanks for joining us for today's episode of the brick walkway along the second level canal in Holyoke, Massachusetts. I'm your host, Carrie, here with my co-host, local historian and founder of Historical Tours of Greater Holyoke, Robert Camus. As your personal tour guide, Robert will lead you through some of the most iconic sites and their legends of historic significance throughout New England's preeminent and pivotal state of Massachusetts. With his expert insights, every monument and memorial story comes to life. Afterwards, don't forget to check out his website, holyokecanaltour.org, to access the full Canal Days video and podcast series. Also check out his free in-person public tours he offers throughout Western Mass and the 2025 schedule for these special events. You can also book personalized private tours for groups of all sizes tailored to your interests. To discover all that and much more, remember to log on to holyokecanaltour.org and get ready to be transported back in time on an unforgettable adventure.
All right, we're going to walk along the second installment of Holyoke's brick walkway on the canal system. The first one was across the canal from Holyoke State Park. It was one block long. And this one here is much longer. It goes the length of maybe 2 blocks of Ray Street. It goes on the other side of also where the mills are, so it has a nice little sidewalk there made. And then it has its own pedestrian bridge over here, which is very nice. And I've done a lot of tours down here through the years. I have a video just from the bridge itself, so catch that. And of course, every stop of the canal that I have, maybe 17 stops, has available a video and a podcast, so make sure you catch those. So what we're going to do today is walk the entire segment, including the unit that you can't make as part of your circumference here. So we'll go up Ray Street even when we run out of the brick walkway circuit. Now you can actually connect on your own these two walkways together, because the first and the second are very close to each other, within about 100 yards. And thus you can walk by many canals and figure out the canal system. Now, phase number 3 will happen. And it'll happen in a few years. The plans are ready. The third canal walkway will leave from this point right here, and they have a beautiful insignia here. It will go down one more full block of Ray Street, or we might call it 2 because Spring Street's in the middle. But it'll reach all the way to Cabot Street. It'll be on this side. It will be canal side the whole way. Once it gets to Cabot Street, it will take a left and it will go on to Cabot until it reaches the Willimantic Bridge. At that point, it will reach the Stone Arch Bridge over the third level canal, and it'll beautify that area and make little tiny parks on both sides with greenery and benches. It will then continue onwards to the edge of the Willimantic Bridge. So the third walkway, when it comes in, will be by far the longest of all. They want to have it such that both sides of the complete Holyoke Canal system has some kind of walkway, whether it be brick, cement, packed dirt, grass. And so this is the one that goes in along an interior roadway or sidewalk. So you're now on the opposite side of the last one. And what they're doing here, they're making a parking lot for fire packer number 3. Inside of this area fenced in is a turbine that's so large they cannot remove it. It's the largest turbine in Holyoke. It's 200 inches in diameter. And you notice that this walkway spurred growth in Holyoke. So now you have the STEAM, the Cubit, the Armor Building, Gateway City Arts, which has turned into a school, and Delphi Art Studio, all have changed greatly. And they hope that the third one will instigate reforms and get more business coming to some of these buildings. And by design, they put a lot of these inlets in so you can get a look at the canal itself. The canal wall has been reinforced on this side. This side was the side where the tunnels were that would carry the water in. Okay, you see the back of the Merrick 3 to your left, which was a large thread business. And the distance about 150 feet away is the pedestrian bridge made into a walkway. It used to be a train bridge, a spike going into these paper mills, and it's been changed into a pedestrian walkway. Up here you see the Massasoit in the distance. You see Holyoke Heritage State Park. Before that, on this side of the canal, is another brick walkway, the one that was put in first. Okay, so now we're on the walkway itself. And great views from both sides. This is the Baby Holbrook Mill. And of course, this is the highlight. And they have these beautiful stone benches to match the decor. Look at a great job they did on that inlet right there. There you have a view of what a great job they did on these supports for the bridges. And those open tunnels are the place where water would have come through in the days of the hydromechanical turbines and release the water at this point. Okay, so you see what they did, the entire 2-block section of this segment of Race Street, they turned into this brickway. And a lot of businesses used it to their advantage, and it became a nice place in Holyoke to come. And a lot of people come down here during the warm months, and they have activities constantly. Okay, and they changed this building from Gateway City Arts to Lighthouse Holyoke, changing what school can be. They were one of my charities at one point. And on this end of the brick walkway, the canal walk, they want to make it partly brick for about half block, and then they want to change it into the sidewalk into partly a bike sidewalk and pedestrian sidewalk, so make it a little bit wider and have bikes be able to go and be paved. So each unit they want to do differently. For instance, the canal street that's near the Connecticut River, near the other part of the second level canal, they want to turn into a bike lane, and that would be awesome. And can you imagine all 9 miles of both sides of the canal being something like this? Would be wonderful. You'd have more people than ever walking along it. Okay, this is Dwight Street, and on this little segment right here, they used to have a little candy store, newspaper store. These items here are pipes that carry like water, gasoline, sewage, so forth. And that's the former Lyman Mill. Then it became another paper mill, and then it's now open square. Retail and professional unit can be different. For instance, they want to convert a portion of Pulaski Park to receive a walkway, but part of that will be dirt walkway, grass, and so forth. It'll try to fit the situation. And if they can do that, I think there's about, I would call it about a mile's worth done now, but they have a lot to go. Okay, and they had the Baby Holbrooks power station go for a long time, much longer than any of the others, and they finally closed down about 5 years ago. And with that, I'll leave you, and hopefully you got a good sense of what these two brick walkways are for. It's called the Holyoke Canal Walk. It's a wonderful concept.